Hi guys, hey new subscribers. So my new Patreon suggested a song for Dream Theater, and the first thing that popped into my mind was like, yes, this band gets me. I don't know if I've said this or I've said this enough, but if you plug my brain onto a monitor, you'll literally see a sci-fi movie with this intense, intricate plot that makes no sense at all, but kind of makes a lot of sense at the same time. I truly wish they would invent something that can give a glimpse of what goes on through my mind, because that shit's insane. I doubt that's what this band is all about, and I doubt the inspiration to their name is like my brain, but I'm allowed to dream, and I dream a lot, and I hope Dream Theater will be a good soundtrack to what goes on through my brain when I sleep. Yes, believe it or not, I have background music during my dreams, like actual movies. Anyways, the song he suggested is called Pull Me Under. Yes, and it's a lyric video, so that should definitely help me grasp what the song is about. So without further ado, let's get started. In 3, 2, 1. okay, this is weird. I don't think the song was complete over here, or there's just I don't think this will end like this, to be honest. So I don't know at the very end what happened. Dream Theater, you did not let me down. This song is so layered. I've never listened to a band that's so layered as this. Again, I don't know if you caught my remark, but if you've seen the movie Split, it has like a multiple personality disorder kind of thing. There's different personalities, there's different moods in that person. And I felt I was listening to that. I literally could like count 7 or 8 different types of moods in one song, which is like pretty cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, it just suddenly ended. Why? Why did it just end? I guess maybe the song segues right into another. Yeah, it definitely cut off all of a sudden. That's very abrupt. Okay, but I'm going to roll with it. I have to roll with that. So you're probably curious what I thought, and also I want to bring out the guitar and just try to figure out that first opening section too. I really love that whole melody.
Okay, so that was Pull Me Under by Dream Theater, and it's one of the few songs I've heard once on this channel, and I wanted to sing as the song was going on. The Pull Me Under part is very, very catchy. It sounds great. The whole song was like one big like great thing. I feel like it got me very, very excited. And just certain parts, like that breakdown part, like that part just sounded great the whole time. It was very cool to hear during those parts, because that's when the drummer kind of goes off and he'll be playing a regular like tempo stuff, and he'll switch to different. It sounds like he switched to different types of signatures to me, but he might have been playing something just in a different way. But just hearing the way his rhythm could switch to something completely 180, I didn't sit there and count, so I'm not sure if it's switch time signatures, but just the way he could sit there and switch is amazing to me. I love hearing that. Just I was trying to rock to it, and I had to really sit there and listen, like, oh, he just totally switched everything, and that's so hard to do, for me at least. I don't know about everybody else.
Alright, kind of just ended there. Let me guess, you did not like that. You looked so bored throughout the whole song.
Well, you know what it is? Like, we usually make our videos in the morning, and then release it, after he, does what he needs to do. We release it. This one we're doing at night, and maybe I'm a little tired.
Oh, come on.
I'm just making an excuse.
Didn't do it for you.
You know what? To me, they're just nothing special. I mean, I was waiting. The with the guitar was awesome. The vocals were all right. I just
great instrumental. Like the instruments behind it were pretty good.
But it's nothing that you can't hear anywhere else. Like, I was waiting to hear something special. There was nothing special about this song.
You can say that
and
about...
I didn't think there was anything special about them. It's just my opinion. I'm just one guy.
Bro, what? What kind of ending was that? That bled into something else. That was cool. That was sick. I like that song. That I didn't realize they were so progressive. I guess I could have guessed that. I definitely could have guessed that, but to hear it was awesome. They're really good. They throw in solos all over. There was some chuggy riffs in there. That part I didn't see coming. So, and his voice reminds me of. It's like he's got like an older style sound when he sings, and I guess that's like, how old is this band? I don't know why I'm looking on here. I guess I'm looking for a date of a song, but they don't have anything here. 94, 99, 92. That's what I was just listening to. Holy crap. Okay. So maybe he sounds different now. Same guy in this album. I don't know. I don't know anything about this band.
Well, that's a very abrupt end.
Yeah, that was weird. I thought it cut out. Like, I thought the sound cut out.
Yeah.
I thought we were having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I gotta say, right, because I think, so Metropolis, part 1, I go back to fairly often, right? Like, probably every, like, year or so, like, I'll go back to Metropolis, and listen to it. Pulled Me Under, I hadn't listened to it in a fairly long time.
How old is this song?
It's 1992, so it's a fairly... It was their very first album, right? So, and I gotta say, I remembered Pulled Me Under as more mainstream than what I heard now, right? I think at first listen, especially if you compare it to Metropolis, the chorus, right, the Pull Me Under sound, a bit more mainstream.
It sounds very 80s.
They have a keyboard, right, which quite often that keyboard sound's going to sound very 80s.
Also the vocals, too.
Yeah.
I guess he has a higher pitched voice, not something I would typically associate with 80s bands.
I think it's something you see maybe a bit more in progressive. Like Rush, obviously, Geddy Lee has a very high-pitched voice. Like the thing with Dream Theater, so it's a bunch of musicians who met at the Berklee College of Music in Boston. So they're all very, very much educated in music, very much trained. So like John Petrucci on guitars, Mike Portnoy, very well known, an excellent drummer as well. But yeah, so coming back on the comment on mainstream, right? So I think that Pull Me Under chorus sounds a bit more mainstream. They have a couple of riffs here and there where they come to the kind of more classic palm muted riffs.
Are you serious? Okay, so I don't know if that was the whole song, but it just cut off out of nowhere. That's not cool. That outro, man. I like how they kept that rhythm that with the guitars towards the end, because I was really feeling like that part when they did that in the song. So I'm glad they in and out with that. But I gotta say, I can see why back then I really liked Dream Theater, even though it's been a while.
Oh,
that was cut short.
what are your thoughts on this?
Whoa!
You don't have much time.
This is the first time I'm actually listening to Dream Theater. I don't remember. Actually,
we heard an emotional song once.
Yeah, this style of music, first time I'm listening to the heavy metal bit of it. Once we reacted to Acid Rain, it had little bit glimpse of this where some of the band members were, they formed this super group and they were part of it. Oh wow! Now I get to know so many power metal and so many speed metal and what metal, other metals that we react to. They all are kind of inspired by this. And each time you say Dream Theater, I didn't get it. Now I got it.
But it's not that old, so they may be inspired still by the European power metal bands.
Okay, because this had the sound of all the power metal that we react to. And very hard-hitting tunes that were done. Completing each thing that was started. I like that. I like this. I like the start with the drumming being so special, and then moving on. I like the vocals of the song, and I like this music.
So that is Pull Me Under by Dream Theater. Wow. This is not my first time hearing Dream Theater. I was starting a band with a bunch of guys, and the drummer Mad Max showed us this insane 20-minute epic of Dream Theater and how good they are, and wow, this song is good. I know this is John Petrucci and Mike Portnoy's band, so wow, first off, I like how melodic it starts off, and I love how those drums just start building. Mike Portnoy on this is fantastic. I love his drum work on this. John Petrucci, guitar playing. It sounds at first like, okay, he starts shredding, so you're expecting a shredding solo, and he pulls back. There's a couple fake solos in there, or what I call fake, they're more like just little teases. And then when he bursts into his main solo, great stuff. Really good. Bass playing on it, fantastic. This is a heavy song. I love how heavy this song is, but it's not overly heavy where you could say it's extreme or anything. It's just very heavy. I guess their definition of this band is prog metal. So I do enjoy that, sort of a proggier metal.
Oh, I'm assuming I may have goofed up. That may have went right into the next video. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out Become the Knight's review of Distance Over Time, I highly encourage you guys to go check it out. He goes way more in depth than I could ever go. Let's get into what we thought of the song. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know a lot about Shakespeare's work. English and language was definitely my strongest, I guess, subject in high school, but I didn't care much for Shakespeare and that kind of stuff. But let me tell you, I'm not going to try and analyze these lyrics because they're very poetic in nature and they could mean a variety of different things. But what we are going to do is we're going to analyze this from a musical standpoint. And holy crap, absolutely amazing. This already has sunk its hooks in me. That was an absolutely amazing song. There was so many absolutely amazing guitar riffs in this. And one thing that I hope in the future that happens in this album is Kevin Moore takes a more lead approach, because I felt he was more of a support musician in this song. And yeah, so that's one of my concerns, is that he doesn't take the lead at all, which is something I love that Rudess does, and I hope that Kevin Moore does that here.
Well, I'm guessing that was the end of the song. So I don't know whether one song transfers into another song on the album and it's seamless, and for YouTube they have to create some kind of end at some point, and that was it. It just certainly didn't sound like it was the end of the song just then. So you guys will have to let me know in the comments section, was there something wrong with the link? Or is there something wrong with that video on YouTube? Or is that genuinely how the song ends? Very abrupt, though, if that's the case. Oh, there was lots and lots and lots going on. And I'm going to say right at the start, lyric-wise, I didn't really get it at all. The first verse, I got a little bit of it, where it was saying about life is rolling with the clouds and the earth is spinning around and the seas are coming up and then going back again. It just sounds like he's describing natural life and his part on the world, how everything is happening naturally, kind of thing. Chorus wise though, pull me under, I'm not afraid. I'm not really sure what he means by that. I don't know whether he just means, you know, I'm not scared of nature, it can consume me, or, you know, what will be, or that, anything like that. The thing that was taking most of my attention is the ever-changing music, and that is just typical Dream Theater though, isn't it? I don't think I've heard a song that hasn't, maybe apart from like Finally Free and The Spirit Carries On and things like that. They're quite linear in their structure, but usually it is very frenetic in a Dream Theater song. But it was one of those weird songs though, where there was almost too much happening that you can't pinpoint which bits you really liked. It feels like it was just one big blur a little bit.
Was that how it was supposed to end? Or was it one of those songs that's like going to another song? Remember how I was talking about how when I listen to Pink Floyd, it gets weird at the end if you don't know what you're doing as far as listening to them? Like, as one song ends, another begins. That was kind of weird. But man, I always talk about how, like, technically, I found out pausing the video really doesn't do anything for as far as copyright go. But, you know, pausing the video and giving my little quick analysis or 2 cents real quick gives more life to the reaction. But with certain songs you just can't touch, you know. I'll be trying to use my music insights, my musicality, to try to figure out where there's going to be like a dead spot. If I just want to pause, if I needed to ask a quick question to you guys or something like that. But I could not touch this. I couldn't. You know, some of the, like, when I be hearing, like, especially the guitars when they be going off, it just remind me of, like, I think I mentioned this before, but like
when you play Mario Brothers and he gets that star and he just he just be going, man, just knocking everybody out the way. That's how I feel like when he got that guitar going. But they were saying this lyrically, this song refers to William Shakespeare's play Hamlet, and especially the Danish prince's wish to give his father revenge, his desire to gain revenge for his father, at the cost of his own sanity. At the end of the song, there's a direct quote from the play. Oh, that this, what did they? Oh, that this too? To silly flesh would melt. But yeah, it was just kind of weird that it ended like this. Because I saw that there was another version, but it was way shorter. You know, we had to do the longer version. So, but yeah, man, it was, when I was listening to it, some of it, when he was singing, it sounded a little like Getty a little bit. I was getting like some Rush vibes, Yes vibes, some Metallica vibes, you know. But this was really good, man. It's just one of them songs you gotta really give your props to these artists, man. They're so like clean and tight, you know. I just really like, if you gotta, this is a headphone song. You gotta listen to this with headphones. But I was just like trying to hear every instrument, man. And it just seemed like almost for every other verse, a new instrument popped up. You know, that's what I like about seeing live performances, just so I can see what I'm hearing. But it's all good. Hey, hope you guys enjoyed. If so, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, man. Thank y'all so much for helping me keep great music alive, all right? Peace out.